Hello all. How are you guys? Hope you are doing well. In today last video we did a part where we were storing all the values in our list and we were displaying it. But the problem we saw that like once we refresh the app or restart the app or not reload, restart the app, all our data would be gone. So for that, we have to store it somewhere. We learned that we can store it in a database or in or a database or some other place. So it is better we store it in our mobile device or the local storage. So to do that, we need some plugins or packages. So in our today video, we are going to learn how to install or get started with third party packages, so that in our future videos we can use these third party packages and make the process of installation and coding easier. So let's get started. So once you go into Chrome or any browser that you are using, just type pubdev. It is going to show you all the it is going to show you a website called as pubdev. Yeah, this is the official website where all the packages are present. You can see what are the most commonly used packages or the most popular packages: permission handling, cached, lint, crypto, UID. So as and when we go like move into this course more, our playlist more, you will be seeing me using a lot of third-party plugins or packages using here. For this storing the data in the local storage, we are going to use something called a shared preference. Yeah, so you can see that when we have we have multiple shared preference packages, but I generally prefer the one which has highest popularity as well as the likes. So just open it. Once you open the shared preference packages, you can see that you have a lot of data, like a lot of information about about the package. Um, this has a readme where you see like minor or important information about it, which might include how to use it as well as where to use it, the functionalities they're providing. Migration prefix, since it is a database, we need a migration as well. Migration is like whenever we do some changes in the database, we need to migrate it so that the database gets adjusted towards it. So these are some migrations. This is about the readme. Let's see about change log. Change log is like the continuous changes that are being happening in the package. So they have recently released 22.2, which contains an update documentation of contain keys. So if you go through this, you can see that what are the changes that have been done recently into the in the file, like in the repository. It was published like 3 months ago, so they have been completely using it, like updating it every once in a while, so that you can start using it on newer devices as well. So yeah, as example, this is example code is shown that, so that how is it implemented, to show you how is it implemented. And you can copy in the most of the instances you can copy a part of the code and you can use it directly in your code. So we'll try to use it in our next video, where we'll just copy the code from here and use it in our app, so that we can store the data. So this is about the example. This will give you a simple, very simple but working example, working code, so that you can directly implement it on your app. Installing. So this is how you install. We're going to install it as well. Versions. So yeah, you saw the change log, like what is being upgraded in the this where they mention like what is being upgraded from last version to this version. So if you at any point of time, if you feel that you don't need this change, or this change is being affecting your app by by a way, then you can always go back to the version and mention the version that you want. So that's why they mentioned change log as well, to see like what has been updated and to see if it makes any difference to you using the newer version. So these are about the versions. scores about how the package has been performing recently, like so it's about how the people are using it. So now let's install this package. So now let's install the package. Installing a package is very simple. Like just go to the installation. Like there are two ways of installing. One is from terminal, like here. Just paste this code. This will add the like the file to your or the plugin to your pubspec.yaml, so that you can see here. Or another way is by adding the version directly to the dependencies in the pubspec.yaml. So both of these ways work. It is generally preferred to use a terminal, as indentation problems might happen in yeah. Currently it shows like newer version of is available, but we are not going to install it now. So it will take a while, yeah, resolving dependencies. And once it is done, you can see here that it is going to be added. Maintaining indentation in a pubspec.yaml file is very important. So do take care about that. So now you can see that the file is being it's running resolving dependencies again, as I added here. Once it is done, you can see that the it is being working. So implementing this file would be very easy, as we already have the example code. So all we have to do is import this file. Import this file and also get this final shared instance. Shared instance. And in this function, I've already taught you what init status. So you can just copy paste the code over here. This is for the incrementing, storing the value of counter, or a variable called counter, that is an int value. And yeah, one more thing, I while doing data types, I forgot to teach you about future. So in the next video, before we go into this shared preferences, I want to teach you a bit of a future, so that you have a clear idea of what future is. So now this is the code incrementer. If you just run this code, and yeah, when you're using a future, you have to use a future builder. But since we are not going to work on that currently, I am not going to touch it. So in this way, we are going to store the value using shared preferences. So you can see that we have created an instance called shared preference with this using the shared preference library. Then we have created a future void, that is an increment counter, that is a function that is going to return a future void. Once it is done, we initialize the instance and dot get int counter. So the dot get int is getting the value of dash counter, like mentioning whatever value, is like searching the particular value in the cache or the memory. If it is not there, 0 plus 1. Set state count is equal to set int. So this set state, like this will update the value of counter by set int. Like set int, it will set the value, like it will set the value to the counter and initialize the value of counter dot then return counter. So it will also return the counter. So this is how it works. And when we initialize it, it is important that we get the value. So we are getting the value using the init state. This is the basic implementation of using shared preferences. So in our future videos, we are going to work with shared preferences. Before I go into shared preferences, I'll teach you a bit about future, what is future, and how future helps us in doing this. In that, before that, with that, we are going to learn about something called as asynchronous programming as well, which involves using async and await. So until then, thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video.